Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Hot Takes, the show where we go watch a movie, and then we tell you whether you should go watch a movie. I am your movie-watching host, Older Bro,
I'm your other movie-watching host, Younger Bro.
where today we are not technically watching a movie. I mean, we did watch a movie. It was in a movie theater, so it's a movie. So yeah, guys, for some context on this, for anyone who doesn't know what the hell's on the screen right now, so apparently, unbeknownst to me, and like everybody else, there was an anime that came out. And more specifically, an anime movie that came out. And I was like, oh, that's new. I'm sure it's just in a faraway county, it's nowhere near us. No, it's in every single theater as far as I can tell. Which surprised me, because anime movies don't normally come to our town. So I was like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch that right now. So yeah, that's how we ended up watching Jujutsu Kaisen 0. For anyone, this is not a spoiler, this is actual information about the show, guys. This is a prequel. You do not need to watch the show. There is absolutely no context you need from the show to understand what happens in this movie. So, just letting you know up front, non-spoiler section, if you want to go see this movie, it is not a normal anime movie. You can go watch it, and you will have just as much context as anyone else.
Yeah, so Older Bro didn't tell me anything when we went to the theater.
Nope, I told Younger Bro absolutely nothing, and to be fair to him, I knew almost nothing about this show, other than that it was made by Crunchyroll.
So, before I get into what I thought, I want you guys to know, I did not hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was hate-worthy.
I was not ultra angry at this show for existing.
However, when I found out it was an anime movie, I started to not care.
How dare you?
Like, as soon as I saw it was an anime movie, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair to Younger Bro, I did this for one or two reasons. One, I did this because originally when we started doing these hot takes, our first movie we were planning to do was an anime movie. We initially were planning on doing Konosuba movie, and then never did that.
We couldn't do it.
Yep. Because Younger Bro had to work.
It wasn't even work.
It was school or something.
It was
something
school.
happened. But I was like, yeah, so the actual first one of these hot takes was supposed to be an anime, and then we didn't do that. So, one, we are, in general, fine with doing anime movies on this channel.
Yeah, there's nothing against it.
Yeah. The other reason why was because I wanted to support an anime movie actually being in our theater. So it's like, Crunchyroll, please keep bringing anime movies to our theater.
Yeah, the only other one I saw was Konosuba before this one, and then I think it was Broly before that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So this movie entirely is here because I am patroning the arts. I am like, please continue to bring more of these movies to our theater. I will pay to bring them to our theater.
Yeah, so, like I said, I didn't hate the movie.
Yeah.
But like I said at the beginning, I'm like,
yeah. Younger Bro started out this movie with very much a just meh attitude to it because it's an anime movie.
Yeah, but as I watched it, I'm like, okay, you got my attention.
Yeah. Unlike other anime movies, this is a prequel. This is actually takes place before the movie or the anime and does matter to the anime. So it's
the funny thing is, I think I have seen this somewhere before.
It's possible.
I think it's come up in some of the clips I watch on YouTube.
That is absolutely possible. This show is not that new.
I recognized the female lead.
Gotcha.
That was not the one girl that...
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So...
Yeah. So it is absolutely possible you've seen clips of this show.
Yes.
This is one of... It's not a Crunchyroll original. This is one of the ones that I think Crunchyroll helped fund. And are definitely, like, very involved with the movie on. Like, it was quite hilarious, guys, because when we watched the movie, so we watched the full movie, They rolled the credits, and no one got up. So they're like, okay, so there's obviously going to be an end credit scene. They show the end credit scene. Then after the end credit scene, Crunchyroll starts putting their credits on for the English release. And every single person in theater was like, no, fuck that, and got up and left at the same time. No one sat through the Crunchyroll credits.
I didn't even think there was going to be an end credits, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's anime. They're probably going to do one.
Yeah.
And they did, and
I think it's probably the first scene from the show.
That's,
if I had to bet.
Yeah, that's what I think.
This probably is like one of the first scenes in the show or something.
Yep. So we'll explain what it was.
Yeah. So, anyways, my opinion on the show, I actually really enjoyed it. It was like the music seemed very good. The action scenes were very exciting.
God damn.
Like, holy shit. Depending on your opinions on Blood and Gore, guys, you may have opinions on this movie. I know Younger Bro does not have the best opinions of Blood and Gore, and I didn't know how bloody or gory this movie was going into it. So, it's kind of on the medium end.
It is like the bare minimum I can take.
Yeah, you mean the maximum. Like any more and you'd say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the upper end of Younger Bro's
like,
tolerance.
it is ReZero there.
Yeah. I'd say this is under ReZero, because ReZero almost glorifies some of their death scenes.
Okay, yeah.
This does not do that.
It's a little under
ReZero. So, but yeah, there are a lot of like scenes with blood in them. There are scenes with like
gore.
Yeah. They do often cut away from those scenes though. So often you'll hear them happen and see the blood and nothing else. So this is not Attack on Titan.
No.
This is basically just a standard anime.
Yeah, and Attack on Titan, if we watch it, it's only going to be the first season. That's all I can take.
Yeah, no, probably not. We've said we probably won't watch that.
Yeah.
I should add that to the list of probably not.
Like, I keep seeing posters there, and I'm like, I want to buy them just to burn them.
No, don't do that. That's rude. But yeah, so I think that's the big thing that I want to talk about beforehand, is just like why we watched this, because again, patron of the arts are we.
And this is probably an anime we could have reviewed.
I was gonna say that's one of the other reasons I watched it, because I was told very specifically that this is a prequel movie and you didn't need to have any context for the show to go into it. I was like, okay, cool, so we can watch this and then add the show to our list and watch it at later point. So, unlike the Konosuba movie, where we had to have seen the show first to have context for it,
yes,
you did not need context for this. They explain who all the characters are. They introduce the plot and setting and everything in the movie. It's self-standing.
Yeah, I want to almost say I got like a Naruto kind of feel from it. Except I want to describe it as like gory Naruto.
Yeah. No, Naruto has some gory moments too, but like I can understand that.
But I want to say Naruto is more laid back than this.
Well, I think it's less that Naruto is more laid back and more that Naruto doesn't have the regular budget to have this. This was a movie, to be fair. So the regular episodes of Naruto are not going to have this much cinematography. But yeah, I think that's most of what we can talk about without spoiling anything.
Yeah, before we start talking, I want to say, am I interested in this movie? Did I like it? I thought it was okay. Like,
Younger Bro is straining because he doesn't want to say good.
Because I don't hate it.
He doesn't want to say bad. He's just
it's not bad.
Okay.
It's just, it was just okay to me.
Yep, that's fair.
So, I didn't hate this movie. I'd say if you need an anime and you've seen all others and you want to start a new anime, then here you go.
Yeah. See, I will give it a higher rating of like, I think that if you're into like Naruto, One Piece, like the Shonen Jump style anime, if you want to watch a show like My Hero Academia but don't want to like watch My Hero Academia, this is a good substitute. I would say it's a step above Naruto. Like it's a very good show. So, at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen the anime. So, but from the movie, if the movie is any indication of the show's quality, it's probably pretty good. I'd watch it. Definitely watch the movie. So,
yeah, all right. So, let's
getting into actual specifics. So, yeah,
okay.
My god, did I not? I knew that this was like a curse, like using curses to banish curses, because that was the tagline. So I was like, I vaguely knew what this show was. But yeah, I was not expecting quite the level of blood and accoutrement.
Yeah, like
So it was
the
more than I expected, but not more than I could tolerate.
So, yeah, what do you think about the main character?
Oh, main character is absolutely just Deku. It's absolutely just the standard main character, albeit a little more like. I want to say they took like My Hero Academia's Deku main character and merged him with what's the main character from One Punch Man? Or not One Punch Man, Mob Psycho.
I don't know.
Mob. Yeah, they merged Mob and Deku into one character who is the always gloomy but capable.
Yeah, I didn't care for him at first, but as the show went on, like, goddamn, he's blossomed into something else.
Yeah, he's a grower.
But
main girl was good. Not the demon.
Not the demon, yeah.
See, so one of the things with the show is I kept comparing it to other shows. Right, I'm comparing this to the One Demon show with the guy and his sister, who has like been cursed, and she fights alongside the brother to try to break her curse. I cannot think of the name of that show right now.
I don't think I know it.
It's I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it later. But yeah, that show kept coming to mind. So
yeah,
but yeah, not demon girl wife.
Yeah, demon girl wife. Holy shit.
My God, her story is fucked up.
Yeah. I wasn't.
Demon Slayer. That's the name of the show.
Oh, Demon Slayer. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her ending to be that bad.
Yeah, her ending is just. Oh yeah. I feel like they probably did one too many flashbacks. I feel like they could have cut one of those flashbacks and been fine.
And also, older bro saw this. Older bro saw my hand just cover over my face because he knew I knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit! I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah. Just. Oh yeah.
Her head gets freaking smashed.
Holy shit. Yeah.
And.
Yeah, literally, it's like, somebody call an ambulance, somebody call a hearse. There's almost nothing left. It's like, holy shit.
Fuck. Yeah, and I wasn't expecting the main character to actually be the thing that cursed her.
Yeah, I
thought it was going to be the other way around, but no, that was a surprise twist. I kind of liked.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's where they were going with it to some extent. Where, like,
that just tells me how powerful he is.
Yeah. There's a reason he has, like, the special rank or whatever.
Like, he could basically save a life for, like, 6 years.
Yeah, the fact that she died and, like, he kept her alive from sheer force of will for 6 years is insanity.
Yeah, like...
Just...
And then the thing that he cursed her into... just freaking unleashes like a nuke.
Yep.
Like, even worse than a nuke.
Love is the strongest curse of all time.
Yeah, that's what I got from that scene.
Shit.
I'm like, yeah, you're a guy who's fighting for himself, and you're fighting against love.
Yep.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. There's no question. You're fucked, man. But yeah.
I liked the panda. He was kind of funny.
Panda was great. Just so, what size breasts do you like? It's like, what the fuck?
As soon as that scene played, I'm like, you are one of my favorite characters.
I was just like, okay, you are nominated for Two Bros Game Night.
And then the main character goes along with it.
I mean, how do you not? When one of your fellow classmates is just like, hey, do you like them small or large? What?
That was so great. And
you've got a shot.
And yeah, he is one of my best. Like, I love the panda. He's so good. And the other guy who speaks in food is even better.
Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say that I feel like the guy who made this show, or this movie specifically, but probably the show as well, watched Naruto and said, okay, I can make it a little bloodier, but also a little more, like, polished. Because, like, they have main character, like, ultra powerful main character, main girl. I kept thinking of Gara whenever they
she's just incredibly skilled.
Yeah, I kept thinking of Gara anytime they had the guy who speaks curses on screen, and that's probably not fair to him. They're not really that comparable.
Yeah, the guy who speaks in food, like, he's so great, Salmon.
Yeah. I am Groot.
That's kind of how I felt with them. I'm like, I at first I was like, wait, he speaks in what? Yeah. And then as the show went on, I'm like, oh my god, Groot. This is one of the greatest
it's
things.
So good.
So, yeah.
All main characters were good. The teacher is literally just Kakashi.
What I wasn't expecting with the panda was he's a stuffed panda.
Yeah, he is not technically alive. He's been cursed to be alive.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm like, oh shit.
What the fuck?
It doesn't matter if he gets stabbed or not. He's not
Yeah,
fucked.
Exactly. It's just like, agreed. Yeah, this could have been unfortunate. Unfortunately, I'm stuffed. Fuck you.
That was like one of the greatest moments, like one of the biggest fuck yous to the bad guy. It's like, I'm already ticked.
I was also very surprised at the amount of cursing this movie actually got away with. They cursed probably like 12 times in the show. It was not just like one F-bomb or something. It was consistent throughout the show, and it was not a rated R show. That was PG-13. I'm reasonably certain. So like, the fact that they got away with that so often was astounding to me.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's clearly needed the censors.
So yeah.
But yeah, all the main characters were great.
Yeah, again, I like the panda and the guy who speaks in food probably the best.
Yeah, the main villain. I thought his goal was, like, I understood his goal, but he's also just quite insane.
Yeah, like, he's,
Yeah.
Like, he's basically absorbing man, but with curses.
Yeah, he takes in all of their curses and becomes more powerful himself, which is just like, oh yeah, so this is all for one.
And I don't even know if he dies. I
think the implication
feels like
is
he does.
Yeah, I think, because there was a sound effect in the show that sounded like he was being stabbed, so I believe he is dead.
Yeah.
But it is not the most clear. But
and
I'm
it also
sure.
seems like that the people who were on his side are now back to attending the school.
Yeah, it's that part's unclear, especially with the end credits saying what the hell is going on with them. By the way,
maybe they were cursed to not have magic or whatever.
I don't know. But one thing that I do want to, this is not the fault of the show. I kept the two girls that were like the underage girls. I kept thinking that like every time I saw them, I'm like, these are just the River City Girls characters, but evil. These are just the main characters from River City Girls.
I kind of understand that,
like,
but
they had a very similar feel to those two girls. It was like, yup. This is the same exact trope.
Yeah, all of the villains, like, I guess it's no, they didn't.
All the villains play to a type. Like, I don't know. Most of the villains did not have a lot of screen time, and I think part of that was
one of them didn't even really participate.
Nope.
It was the guy that had muscles.
Yeah.
And he had, like, hearts for nipples.
Yeah, I don't
we
know.
never see what happens to him.
Yeah, one of the problems with this, one of the actual problems with this movie is that if you go in with absolutely no context, like we did, I have not seen the show. Younger Bro has seen pretty much none of the show.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. It is very clear during the climactic battle that they are showing off literally every character that shows up throughout the series.
Yes.
Because it's very clear, because they go into this long section where they're just going between different characters, and it's like, oh, you're showing off everyone's, like, favorite characters so that people are excited about it. Like, it's just very clear because they just spend, like, 10 minutes showing off people you don't see throughout the rest of the show at all. So it's like,
what do you think about the teachers?
Some of the teachers looked very interesting. Like, I liked the not quite Weiss character who was just like, who they showed like almost 2 minutes of her just murdering people.
Yeah.
Like, she was very good.
She was really into it.
Yeah, she was very into it. Like, I've met my quota. Like, fucking hell, woman.
Yeah, and, dude, the guy with the ties.
Yeah, like, the tie knives guy is, like, very interesting.
I want to describe him as that world's Flash.
Yeah, he's very interesting.
But yeah, the best guy is literally the man who can kill you with his eyes.
Yeah, which again, like I'm joking that it's Kakashi Sensei, but it's basically Kakashi Sensei.
You're in the way.
Like, he literally is just like, yep, I'm gonna keep my eyes covered all the time. Well, normally Kakashi keeps his mouth covered, but this guy keeps his eyes covered the entire time.
Yeah, because I'm guessing if he has his eyes out, it unleashes his full power.
Yeah, he literally just black hole destroys a creature that is vaguely disturbing him during his fight.
Yeah, against the chef who is alive by the end. He makes it.
Yep.
I think they all make it.
Yeah, they did say all of your children got out safely. But they don't, that's all they say. They don't really imply that they
are going back. Yeah,
that they're all good or that they're
punished,
all being punished or something. Yeah, it's just that they all
live.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was. Yeah, I really don't know what to take of that end scene because again I haven't seen the show. But yeah, I imagine that leads directly into the show.
Yeah, and yeah, as soon as they're like that, as soon as I saw the box, I'm like, that's a wedding ring.
Yep, wedding ring. Yeah, immediate wedding ring.
Man, like that's beautiful, but I'm like, you're dead in the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, literally, it was just like, oh, she's gonna die, and then she goes into like, it means we'll be together forever. It's like, oh, she's going to die right now, and then next scene, car crash. It's like, oh yeah, there it is.
So.
It's so
why do I have a feeling that she comes back in the anime?
I don't know.
In some form of way.
No clue. I legit don't know. I think the implication is she doesn't. I think the intent is that he just has that ring all the time, and that this movie was partially showing off why he has that ring, because they never explain it.
Maybe.
But, yeah, especially now that it's revealed that he's secretly part of one of the 3 great clans or something.
Yeah, he is literally sort of related to
the teacher.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and even the teacher was surprised about it.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. So it's definitely, this movie has definitely piqued my interest in the show, which means I now have to write it on the list.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So again, like I said, when I first started, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then as the show went on, I started to get interested in it.
Yep.
Like, I'm interested in it because I do want to see where this leads up to.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised that it really doesn't feel like we were in there for maybe, I think, literally 2 hours.
It doesn't feel like it. I thought it was about an hour.
Well, it simultaneously feels like only an hour, but it also crams in so much stuff that it's like, how the hell was that only 2 hours? Like, it literally goes through meeting the character, going into the first fight he ever participates in, then going into training, then going into the second fight he ever participated in, then going into meeting the villains, then going into fighting a fucking war. It's like, holy shit, how did you fit all this in a 2-hour movie? Like...
Yeah, so
yeah, it simultaneously feels quick and, like, very full. So, it was a very full movie.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting it to be by Shueisha. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, Dragon Ball, really?
Yeah, younger bro was, the Crunchyroll logo shows up. Because, again, I ordered the tickets before younger bro was in the building. So, literally, he didn't hear what movie it was in. We sat down, he has no idea going through the credits, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I have no knowledge of this movie at all. Like, I know what it is, but I don't have any knowledge about what it exactly is. He sees Crunchyroll logo, it's just like, oh god. Sees, like, then sees Shueisha, and meanwhile, the next one is Mappa, and I'm like, wait, Mappa made this? So it's like, fucking hell.
Yeah, so
yeah, it was a bit of a roller coaster of a start of the show.
Yeah, I found this an okay, interesting anime movie.
Yeah. See, my thing is, I like the idea of having more anime movies because there's so few movies for anime that are given treatment in the West in the same way as other movies.
Like I can support that. Like I'd like to see more anime movies, but it's like maybe I'm like maybe give that to some anime that were.
Yeah, the only reason I did this one is because it was a prequel and it was like because I looked up Mother's Basement talking about the movie before it came out. Like he was talking about what the movie was going to be. So I don't think he actually had like pre-release videos or anything from it. But like he was given enough knowledge about it that he could do a video on it. And his thing was talking about how it's not like a Naruto movie or Dragon Ball movie where it just happens in the middle of nowhere, where you have to know the characters going in to have any context for the show. Because, like, for a Dragon Ball movie, if you don't know who Goku is, you don't know who Piccolo is and Vegeta and Trunks and all that, you have no idea what's going on in the movie. You are only introduced to the villain, basically. In this, no, they make it be like the start of the show. You are taught who every character is. So it's like, it really is standalone because it's a prequel and it is intended to be watched either after you watch the whole show and know all the context and get to see some extra stuff, or as a introduction. You can watch this and just say, okay, watch this movie, now go into the show.
Yeah, guys, so
we are not probably going to do many other anime movies unless we've watched the show already. This is a rare exception, because most movies aren't made this way.
So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry if you don't like my feel on it. Like,
no, I think, again, this is fair. This is about what I was expecting, because I was leading you into the movie with literally actually no idea what it was. So it's like
but even, I would have still probably came to this conclusion, because I do not like gore. Like, I can barely watch it in ReZero.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is again lighter than ReZero. But it's definitely still there.
But I'm guessing it's way worse in the show.
That's the thing. I don't actually know. I think it might actually have been worse in here. I think because this one of the things I've not talked about a lot so far is like the cinematography was very good in this movie. The shots felt very solid.
I liked the action. I was about the style.
That's fair. The music, absolutely great.
Like we were watching the movie, I kind of felt like I was watching Madoka Magica in a way.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a Shaft movie, but it was Mappa. So yeah, I can understand that.
Cause it's like as soon as they put a barrier up, I'm like, this feels like we're going into
yes.
What is it called? A labyrinth?
Yeah, we're going into a labyrinth, going into like a nightmare realm or something.
Yeah, just
Yep. No, absolutely.
So that kind of got me interested in it a little more. But
yeah, like
when the gore started happening,
yeah,
I'm like,
I'm gonna bet you the show definitely has much less of a budget. I bet you that it's not shown as much in the show, or it's a little bit lighter, just given the budgeting needed for that. By the way, the music, absolutely excellent. Like,
oh yeah, I loved the music. That was one of the good things.
The one guy in our streams, Chase, was talking about like, have you ever had those moments where you just listen to a song and you're just completely fucking zone out? And it's like, yeah, the actual like intro song that they played over like the very beginning of the show was getting pretty close to doing that for me, where I was just like, yeah, I'm just fucking zoned out listening to this song.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
But the end credits?
Oh, the end credits song.
Holy
fucking boss.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
they were great.
So, yeah, let's talk about the end credits scene a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we thought it was funny because a guy in the background was like, suddenly it all makes sense.
Yeah, everyone was literally like, it all makes sense now. It's like,
I loved that guy.
Yeah, like,
but
yeah, because the one of the things that was not the best about this experience is our theater is very small, And there were like 5 groups, and they were all sitting like 2 rows apart to try to not sit near anybody and hear their whispers. So we unfortunately had to sit between 2 different groups. And by 2 different groups, I actually mean the same group. They all clearly knew each other and were there together, but they didn't sit all together because they all wanted to sit in the middle of the row. And every single person did that. The entire way down, it was just middle of the row, middle of the row, middle of the row, middle of the row, middle of the row. And it was like, yep, everyone knows to sit in the middle.
Yeah.
So we had people behind us who clearly had seen the show and were like whispering things that I did my very best not pay any attention to.
I heard them a little bit at the start, and then I couldn't hear them at all because I was so focused in the movie.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was definitely the guy who was just like, oh yeah, it all makes sense now. And so I'm assuming he's not kidding, or he's kidding, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, because, we don't know how the anime starts. We're just assuming that end credit scene is how it goes into how it starts.
Yeah, and I'm guessing from that reaction, it actually might have no relation at all. But yeah, because clearly it's just one of the guys who was clearly a villain at the end is making food, and then the teacher shows up, and that's all we know.
Yeah, I'm guessing they built a rivalry.
I don't know.
A way.
Well, the other thing is that the school was clearly destroyed, and they all left. So it's like it's implied the school was shut down, or something.
Maybe it just took a while to rebuild.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not clear. So it's just like,
the main character is still wearing the robe.
He is, but then he's also just like, oh yeah, long time no see. So it's like, it's like the teacher's like, long time no see. Yeah, clearly.
It must have took a long time to rebuild that school.
So I have no idea what the hell's going on in the show after this.
Yeah, also,
but I'm very interested.
We gotta make sure, was there even another end credits scene?
Not that I'm aware of. I think that was it. Literally everyone in the theater got up and left at exactly the same time.
Because everybody agreed that, like, no, that's
We're not sitting through the Crunchyroll credits. Apologies to Crunchyroll. We were literally complaining at the beginning of the
that's
the
other weird thing about the anime here. Yeah. It's all in not English.
Yeah, it's in Japanese. Well, yeah, because, again, the movie was made in Japan. So, like, very clearly it was made for a Japanese audience.
Well, yeah, but it's like...
But, like, the credits were themselves also in Japanese, except for the Crunchyroll credits that played after the end scene.
Yeah, so have at least some, like... What, were they too lazy to subtitle it?
No, it probably costs too much.
So, I was kind of annoyed by it, but at the same time, I'm like, COVID would do this.
No, that is the only after credit scene I'm seeing.
Okay, good. Guys, I just wanted to make sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't hate it.
Yeah. I thought, as a person who is more accepting of gore, but not to a much greater degree. Like, I accept ReZero fine, but when you start getting to Attack on Titan levels, even I'm checking out. So, I'm not much further ahead of younger bro in terms of gore. Yeah, I thought this seemed very good. It's definitely beginner friendly. If you have no knowledge of the show, don't worry. You're perfectly able to watch it. Music was good. The action's real good.
Yeah, again, let's talk a little bit about the guy who talks in food. Literally, if he speaks, you die.
Yeah, literally I keep wanting to say his quirk because Hiroaka.
His curse.
Yeah, his curse is literally just like, anything he says that is an action that a curse can take, basically, can cause that to happen.
Yeah, like, and his curse talk is so powerful, it makes his throat hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Again, I like how the guy was explaining the whole thing, and he's just like, I'm gonna go get me some cough medicine.
Yeah, I'm just immediately gonna go get cough medicine, because I'm gonna need it.
But, yeah, even though he's definitely, like, one of the most powerful, he's not more powerful than main character.
Well, and the other thing is, the weird thing about the main character was that apparently the main character's cursed girlfriend, I should say, is so powerful that she can literally copy other people's curses? Because that just happens at one point in the show, and they don't fucking explain it.
I think what it is it's not that she copies it. She can just summon the other curses.
I guess. But yeah, it's just like, holy shit.
Like, she summoned a megaphone that had the talking curse.
Yeah.
And the main character just said die. I was like, that's a mic drop.
Yeah. I mean, it was a mic drop. The mic literally disintegrated after he said it. It couldn't be more dropped if he tried.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't so powerful that it killed the, like, main villain.
Yeah, no, he's more powerful than that.
But
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it definitely gave me a lot of a Naruto vibe, and it definitely gave me a lot of Hero Academia vibe. And it also gave me a bit of Trinity 7 vibe, which many people might take as an insult, and I take that as a very high bar of praise.
Yeah, because apparently not a lot of people like Trinity 7.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I loved it. It was my favorite anime for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, well, besides Dragon Ball. Like, it was my favorite non-Dragon Ball, and then Monster Musume happened and went from there.
Yeah.
Because my current one besides Dragon Ball, I think, is probably Monster Musume still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But SSHIT Academy is getting close to where it's like, I like you more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely very interested in the show, and I definitely will put it on the list, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I just hope it's not as gory.
Yeah, we'll see. I have no idea, guys.
Is there anything else?
No, I think that's all I've got. So.
Yeah,
that's basically
pretty
it.
much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay movie.
Yeah, I'd say it's a bit better than okay, but that's because I can stand the gore a bit better.
Yeah,
so.
it came very close to me not liking it.
Yeah.
Like, basically, the start of the movie,
Yeah. Checked out, got interested, slightly checked out again, slightly interested, and it's kind of wavering there.
I'm interested.
Yep.
So that's how I left
So yeah,
it
guys,
off.
This is probably the only movie you're ever going to get where neither of us have seen any of this and have no context for any of it. Any more anime movies, we're going to have context for it. So,
let's hope.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine. Most of them I'll probably just go and review myself.
Another prequel Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, well, okay. If it's a prequel Dragon Ball movie, no, neither of us is going to complain if we drag the other to see it. Yeah. When the next Dragon Ball movie comes out in theaters, we probably will go watch and review it because why the hell wouldn't we?
I'm waiting for Superhero.
Yep.
That's the next one.
So anyways, guys, that is going to be it. We will see you all on the next Hot Take.
Goodbye.